Everybody is hyped up about Fabio Capello, the new Linkup Play Manager pack in eFootball. This manager breaks the usual 500 coin cycle and is priced at 750 coins, and because of that, some players have already given up on him without even trying. But is he actually worth that amount? In this video, I'll give you all the details you need to know about Capello, compare him with some of the previous managers that most of us already own, and finally build the best formation and player setup that fits the long ball counterplay style. Now, before we get started, in the video I made about Roberto Martínez, some of you were frustrated because I got carried away with the long ball counter setup and left out some details about the manager. So this time, I'll make sure to give you as much information as possible about this manager. Fabio Capello is a double booster and gives +1 to both finishing and defensive awareness for all players. This is very important because it strengthens both attack and defense, which is quite rare in managers. Capello also has an 89 proficiency in long ball and long ball counter, which means you can switch playstyles mid-game without losing stats. Now, Fabio Capello is the third manager to have link-up play after Ruben Amorim and Mourinho. I played with Amorim and tried his link-up, but it was a disappointment. It only favors cross-spammers, and the defense is just weak. I also bought Mourinho and tried his link-up, but again, as a long ball counter player, Mourinho did not suit me because of his weak defense, and the link-up also doesn't contribute to goals most of the time. Capello, however, has the over-the-top pass, a type of link-up, which involves a center forward making an in-behind run and receiving a long ball or a through pass from the defensive midfielder. As a long ball counter fan, I can proudly say this one is very deadly. But the big question is, what if I already have a good long ball counter manager, like Roberto Martínez? Is Capello really better than him, and most importantly, is he worth 750 coins? To answer those questions, we need to compare these two managers both in-game and overall features. To begin with the overall attributes, Capello has the edge by having two playing styles, long ball and long ball counter, while Martínez only has one, which kind of limits flexibility. Roberto Martínez again falls short by lacking the link-up feature, which is a great advantage for Fabio Capello. When it comes to the double boosters, Capello boosts finishing and defensive awareness, while Martínez boosts ball control and aggression. This once again gives Capello the clear win. So, Capello is without a doubt the better choice in almost every area. While these two managers both offer the long ball counterplay style, there are a few differences in their gameplay. Roberto Martínez has a solid, fairly deep defensive line that is hard to penetrate, especially with in-behind runs. However, Capello's defensive line is even deeper than Martínez's, and the defenders tend to drop back more when under attack. Now, this has both advantages and disadvantages. The advantage is that you don't often get caught out by quick counterattacks, since your defenders are already positioned deep and ready to deal with pacey strikers or long balls. The disadvantage is that when you play with such a deep backline, there is often a lot of space between the defense and the midfield. This space can be exploited by the opponent's midfielders, giving them more time to create dangerous passes or take long-range shots. To prepare for this, you need to have a good, balanced formation, and that's exactly what I've got here. Now, if you're a regular subscriber, you've seen me praise the 4-2-2-2 a lot. But this time, after the update, I discovered another formation that feels just perfect. The setup is a 4-2-1-3 with one defensive midfielder, one central midfielder, one attacking midfielder, a second striker, and two center forwards. This formation works really well because your three forwards often overwhelm the two center backs, since most players only use two at the back, creating more chances up front. At the same time, the midfield stays well balanced with the DMF and CMF holding the middle, while the AMF supports both in attack and in the midfield. To complete the setup, you need to use the right players in every position. For the goalkeeper, just pick a reliable one with good stats. In defense, use a strong center-back paired with a destroyer, and go with two defensive fullbacks, or one attacking fullback. At DMF, the best choice is an anchor man. For the CMF, if you want to activate the link-up, use an orchestrator. Go with a whole player who has high dribbling and pace. For the second striker, also use a whole player with good pace and dribbling ability. Up front, your center forwards should be your best goal poachers, defenders, or you can mix a goal poacher with another favorite striker. The AMF second striker and both center forwards should all have 90+ speed and acceleration to give the defenders a lot of trouble. Another trick is to give fighting spirit skill to your forwards. This helps them perform better even under heavy pressure. To activate the link-up, you need an orchestrator at DMF and a goal poacher at center forward. Look for a defensively strong orchestrator with high lofted pass stats and a goal poacher with high pace, and you'll get results like these. When the link-up is active, the lofted passes from the centerpiece, which is the orchestrator, will have high accuracy, and the ball trapping and control of the key man, which is the center forward, are increased. When playing online matches, don't just spam these long passes. Play normally and take the opponent by surprise. Here are some of the games I've played with this formation and manager.